I don't think it's fair that I get blamed for everything. I mean, guys, if I knew, I never would have done it. I never would have done it. I just wanted to be smarter. And these butterflies up my face. So he told me that if I ate from the tree, that I would gain knowledge. And I mean, who doesn't want knowledge? And I really like fruit. And they had like the grapes were so juicy, and the plums were so sweet. And I took a bite, but I didn't know that we would be in pain for the rest of our lives. And we ended up in pain. And everybody blames me. And I just don't like that I'm always to blame for everything. Get these butterflies out my face. I don't know what to do. I'm old, and he keep wanting to say that we need to have a kid, and I keep telling him I'm old. I'm old. Please leave me alone. Let's look. You want to get out? Look, it's a young thing over there. Go over there and go be with her, but leave me alone. I'm old. But you know what? Somebody said something about having a kid. I laughed. I mean, I'm 90. But you know, we did the thing, and you know, we wait a minute. What's that? Is that a kick? Hey, bro! It's upsetting to me and my homegirl because we was like, if you can't go to SNG, then where in the world could you go? So we was out chilling, partying, everybody was having a good time. Then all of a sudden, there comes some fire that start running from the sky. So like everybody else, we got our stuff and start running too. Then I look over and I see my boy and his family, they running. So we like, hey, get up, girl, let's go. Gang, gang, we gotta run. So we start running and stuff, and they're like, hey, y'all, don't look back, keep running. So we out there getting it, we running and stuff. And then all of a sudden, the homegirl, like, she came out looking like, good morning, lady. Who is she? They talk about savages. I'm the real savage. Why? I'm the queen. I worship gold and things. I killed a lot. That's me. Elijah, the prophet, had to flee. Yes, he had to flee. Why? I'm the queen. I'm married to Ahab, my boo. He died in battle. Boo. The dogs, they ate me. That's true. Yes, that's true. Why? I'm the queen. There's nothing like family. Somebody always looking out for you. I was blessed to have the best cousin in the world. My cousin Mordecai has always looked out for me. Even when my parents died, he took care of me. He heard that there was a beauty pageant with the king, and he told me, you're beautiful, go try out. So I did, and I was given the special royal treatment, and eventually was made the queen. As queen, it was my job to always take care of my people. My cousin heard that there was a plot against the king, my husband, and so we told him, and my cousin was given special credit. Later, there was a plot to kill all of my people, the Jews. So I told them to fast, and I had dinner with the king and one of his top advisors. I told the king about the evil plot, and he ended up having his top advisor killed and bringing my cousin in. I'm so grateful for family. Now, both of us live the royal life. Who am I? I'm trying to put him to sleep. Sometimes you just gotta wait on God. I was married and I couldn't have children, and I really wanted to. I really, really wanted to have a baby. So I went to the temple and I prayed for hours and hours and hours. So much so that you could even hear my words anymore. But I wanted a baby. And I promised the Lord that if He blessed me, oh, hold on, Paul, I'm almost done. I promised the Lord that if He blessed me, that I would give that kid back to Him. And you know what? He gave me my baby. Look, it's such a pretty baby. It's a boy. I named him Samuel. I told the Lord that I would give him back to Him. And that's exactly what I did. Don't think God has forgotten about you. They say love is blind. I like to think that I'm very beautiful. I'm tender-eyed, as they say. But I loved him. I mean, I can't help it that he loved my sister, but guess what? She couldn't have kids for a long time. So I always got to be with him because I had the babies. I had 6 boys and a girl. Eventually she was able to have kids, but I didn't care after then because I had already had so many kids by him. But I did my part. I loved him and I took care of my children and I lived a good life, even though I may not be the most attractive person. I could have kids.
See, when the man of God calls, you got to go. You got to go wherever He tells you to go. You got to put your stuff down and you got to get out of there. So when Paul came to me and said, go, I said, okay. He said, go tell the Romans. And I said, I'll do it for you. I want to be whatever God has called me to be. And God called me to be the first, not the last, but the first. I was the first deacon. The first female deacon, that is. That's who I was. So when the message came for me to go to the Romans, you know what I did? I went. I did what the man of God asked me to do. I wanted to be pleasing in God's sight. So whatever the man of God asked me to do, I did it, and I did it with love. I did it with joy. I did it because I wanted to be pleasing in Jesus' sight. I wanted to be pleasing in God's sight. So He said go, and I said I'll go. I'll be a deaconess for you. Yes, sir.
It all started with a bath. I decided to go on my rooftop to take a bath and didn't know I was being spied on. I ended up getting picked up by the king, who eventually got my husband killed and married me. Our first baby died, but God was merciful and let our second baby live. But it all started with a bath. I mean, I don't know what else I could have done. It was the custom at the time that baths were taken outside. So I wasn't trying to seduce anybody or anything like that. I was just trying to get myself clean. But that's my story. It started with a bath. I had the pleasure of bringing the Savior of the world to everyone. He chose me, a young virgin who was prepared to get married to the love of my life. He chose me. An angel appeared to me and said that I would bear a son. I think you already know his name. It was the sweetest birth. Even though we couldn't find room at the local inns and he had to be born in a manger, it was the sweetest thing. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I got to bring in the Savior. I love him so much. It's not easy when you're beautiful and your older sister is not. There was this guy who asked for my hand in marriage. My father said it was okay if he worked like 7 years to get me. So at the end of his 7 years, I was so excited because I knew we were finally going to be together. But because my sister wasn't married, she got to marry him first. He didn't want to marry her. But he came back and worked 7 more years. And then my father finally let me marry him. It was great until she was having all the children and I wasn't having any. I just wanted a baby. After a while, eventually, I got pregnant and I had 2 sons. But my last son killed me. My childbirth was horrible. I guess we can't have it all. Who am I? Everybody wants the Boaz, but they don't want to do the work. I didn't get Boaz by not working. I was loyal. When my husband died, and my father-in-law died, and my other brother-in-law died, then I chose to do what was right and stay with my mother-in-law. I told her that her God would be my God, and I was very loyal to her. So, as I was working trying to find food, because we were in the midst of a famine, then I saw him. He was gorgeous. And he saw how loyal I was to my mother-in-law. And he wanted to be with me. He chose me because of my loyalty. It don't get any better than Boaz, let me tell you. Sometimes the old people gotta listen to the young people in the house. I tried to tell him that he was here, that he had got out of jail and he was at the front door. But nobody wanted to listen to me because I'm a kid. Not really a kid, but grown people, you're always a kid no matter how old you are. So I kept saying, hey, he's outside. He's outside. But nope, they said, no, you're delusional. He's not there. He's still in jail. Finally, he came in the house and everybody could see that I wasn't delusional and that he actually was here. He had got out of jail. Maybe next time they'll believe me. Doesn't matter. He came home. He's not in jail anymore. Who am I?
You ought to give him a prize!
I can't help it he fell in love with me. He used to tell me everything. So he would lay on my lap and I would say, "Tell me your secrets." And he would. And then my friends would come in and attack him. It wasn't a big deal. Everybody knew that he was going to win. He was so strong. But maybe he told me too much. So I cut his hair. But I felt bad after he got attacked that time because he didn't seem the same. And then they blinded him and, did all that bad stuff. But that's not my fault. I liked him. I really did. But they told him not to mess with me.